Am I alive? I hope I am. Oh, so this is a turbo late stream. Turbo. Well, what the? Okay, so they also added automatic time changing in Genshin. I forgot about this part. I did not play Genshin. I mean, I can't really say I did not play in so long because that would be a lie. I actually did.
Well,
Because I pulled for lynae. And by the way, I have her built now. So should I do the Stygian onslaught? I'll probably try it again, but not right now because there is so much stuff to do. And where the heck is that event? Okay, TP all the way in Node Cry. I wonder how long this quest is. I am thinking maybe 2 hours. That's how long I can stay. It's gonna be a long and well,
Can
relatively
this
short
blaster
stream.
thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Paydo selling
Not a chance, kid.
see,
Can't have you
selling
hurting
the
yourself.
old version.
Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
That's so real though. That's how
Oh, it's you
companies
too.
do it.
I was
don't
just
they?
introducing
They sell
our
the old
product to
stuff.
these discerning young customers.
Paimon thought you were here for some, you know, fishing?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
Are these kids terrorists?
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business?
Oh, do we have to?
Ah, don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work, okay?
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action.
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
If this was Dory. If this was freaking Dory
Your
though.
vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy, do they love it. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Until they get
Is that
sent
so?
via
I've
cannon.
heard that people in
the sea.
Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see a playground.
He
If
brings
you're
out the
worried about
privilege
safety, I
card.
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all.
The obligatory shilling for Liyue. By the
Seems like
way,
he really cares about those kids, huh?
isn't
Anyway, what did you want
Sumeru
to talk
like
about?
in a really good spot right now? They have internet.
Wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa!
Ay,
Where did you come
Yalang
from?
bite. Shh.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on, there's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Damn, she's not budging.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
Huh.
What
He
would you
beat-
say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
I feel
that
like
means
in
no
real
guild
life,
protection
they will
either.
not do.
What will I do if you run off without paying?
I mean, maybe.
Considering the giant
They will try
sword
to
you've
just,
got handy, if
shade
anyone's
each
getting
other
robbed,
out.
It'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet.
How do they
here, then.
know that this guy is the one that they are searching for, though? Just the previous, in the previous quest, they were blaming
Good.
each other.
He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Encirclement of bullets and silk. Ah, smart. On top of the ship.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened. And whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
In that case,
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out
They
the
are
obvious,
assuming so
though.
many things.
We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Don't they? It's
Let me guess.
Fontaine
You'd
plus
rather follow
Liu.
this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
What the? She's
So,
pretty much
we're
saying
planning to
nothing.
trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will...
See? Like two people.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, It'll be 2 against 1.
Ha! Let's do...
How do I... Okay, it was the... I need to go all the way around. Are you kidding me? This is why they need to add mounts in Genshin. But they never will. If they did not add them in 6 years, they never will add mounts. I don't know why. I guess they take it space, maybe the graphics, I don't know.
There he is.
How they know he's... I mean, everyone, many people will be interested in buying these weapons, right?
You really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates.
I feel like she should
because you
not have
operate
mentioned
right
this
out in the
entire
open.
part. Also,
Most of the weapons
if
have come in
the
through
weapon was to
Yuan
get
Wharf or
dismantled,
Lumidu's
they could
harbor.
just
So that seems to
sabotage
check
it,
out.
right? You will not be able to check it.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents. He's making a break for it.
I feel
The
like...
captain of the special patrol will take it from here.
Look, I feel like everyone in here is like a doofus, right? That guy that was undercover, he could just have keep pretending there was nothing going on, right? They had no way to prove he is in contact with the other guy. He could have just, you know, pretended, don't care, just vibe until they left, and then he could have just made a run for it. I don't know. Also, that part with the crates, he's aware they could sabotage it, right? If you can't see it in one piece to just be able to tell if it's working or not, how? Not even an engineer, right? If they had an engineer, he could not tell just from the way the pieces are split if it's gonna work or not. So they could just sabotage the weapon. It's just so weird. And that is the question, right? Maybe they won't
One
let
just popped
Yelan
up.
do the cutting,
Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued.
but then they have no idea how to properly do it without damaging the weapon. So it's
There are children
another
around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape?
Was anyone killed in Genshin ever, like through actual murder?
Nope, not this way.
I like how everyone else is
Had
just
enough?
chilling.
Then turn around. Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day.
My leg!
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way,
I suggest you stay right where you are.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are?
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nosha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Spina di Rossula. Didn't they say they don't have enough men? What changed?
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Wow! Navia is something else!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rossula can mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine.
Wouldn't they have mentioned
This
this
Navia has
way
quite a
before?
few
I mean,
tricks up
I
her
guess
sleeve.
each one of them was hiding
No
their
trade
stuff.
expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we
Wait, that was all?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Chevros will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me? Are you the traveler?
Oh no!
I'm sorry, I don't know the details.
Now let's get a move on!
Let's go. I hope we are paid for this, I remember. But we need extra pay.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, it can't get any worse. Get it together, Yahoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time. All right. You've got this.
Yahoda may not cry.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I swear. What happened? You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation. A theft? How did that happen? You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. Beto? Wait, that means...
How exactly did they manage to steal a freaking ballista?
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
How?
Each ballista is super dangerous.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't say it. No,
Well,
kept
all
an
the
obvious.
prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative.
Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Let me guess. The guardian of these 3 children is the boss. The final boss.
Miss Yehuda. What are you 3 doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 told us to come see your booth. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about.
These snivy snitches. That guy trained 3 snivy snitches.
Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehuda for help.
Oh my.
But then we heard about the ballistas being
Send
stolen.
them to the adoption center right now.
I don't think Uncle 𝗖ście𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 would do something like that. 𝗖ście𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse. Uh-oh.
He should have gotten rid of these children.
Let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn?
Got it. Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible,
Of course
though.
we can.
No, of course not, but...
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Why did he just leave these guys laying around?
Take these kids to the curatorium.
Will do.
And really, he told them to snitch on him. Wait, what?
So you can build them that big, huh? Amazing.
Oh, it's one of the anecdotes.
Oh, wow! Fancy meeting you here. Could this be my lucky day? Anywho, I'm here on vacation. After traveling around Sumeru with you, I've only gotten faster and better at making fireworks. Business has been slow lately since it's the off-season for fireworks. After
They really need to
stocking up the shop
update
with
the
supplies,
character
I decided
models.
to go on a little adventure and seek. The plan is to have tons of fun before summer arrives. When I Huh? Oh, right, of course. I've already figured it out. I've gotten all the ideas from this trip. Right now, I'm working on getting
That
some
thing
small
in the
gifts
background.
for my family and neighbor. Look, I got some local dried fish for Dad, and right now I heard she's super amazing. Word is that she built this cannon. I've also heard that she's a real free spirit, though. Should I bring something before visiting?
Okay, bring snacks. Bring some sweets.
Huh. So I know the kid and her family member. That's amazing! The kid next door would cry non-stop if left alone for just one night. By contrast, it seems like the people of Nausea Town already see Aino as a mature mechanic. Still, just how many nights did she have to spend all by herself before Neva came into her life? Well, we can't change what happened before. But it looks like it was the right choice to bring
Can I
my
get
tools
back
with
to
me.
the quest? I mean,
I
these
was in
small
Nausea Town
anecdotes
for
are
the crap.
fun and
What
all
should
that.
I make?
But the fact that they lock you and they are forced on you, that's not that cool. That's something that I always hated about Genshin. These random quests that appear and then just start hogging your time. Just leave a marker. I'm gonna do them when I feel like doing them. And don't block them. when you activate the quest, you end up just blocking like 12 others until you do it.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁?
That he trained Java snitches.
Uncle 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little.
Okay, send them back.
He told us we all came from the same band of aemeaths in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember.
Their eyes. What about them? I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of aemeaths who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that
How
destruction,
exactly did that?
the status quo of the
You
desert
would think that
was
they'll
restored.
keep some weapons to study them and recreate them.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no
Or
one
hired
bats
by
an
the
eye.
government.
From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of aemeaths.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 would
Shut
never
up,
do
you
something like that.
snitch. Piece of trash.
No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 hates weapons. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
Or you just snitched on him and just destroyed his entire
sorry.
thing.
All we...
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days,
Step
the
1.
person behind all this has a meeting
Notice
planned
that
to
your
collect the
uncle is
goods.
acting weird.
If all goes
Step
well,
2.
we can head
Snitch
to
on
the
them
pickup point
while
and
saying
ambush
that
them.
he must have a reason without checking with him beforehand, of course. Step 3. Cry when they are about to just bring him to get judged by the law.
But if 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents.
Then let's focus our efforts on 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 for now. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail.
What can I do to...
I work best in the shadows. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours.
That does sound like the most feasible plan.
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now.
Oh my.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer.
Wait, what? I'm not used to Genshin stories being this fast. Also, these children, bro. The snitching is strong in these ones. I mean, literally. They are aemeaths, aren't they? How exactly did he find the most honest aemeaths of them all?
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down
We'll probably also have time to do the
Took me a bit
other
longer than I
gameplay events.
expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands.
Absolutely. You just need to trust us.
Yeah, we've got this.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, so I chose a few promising young 𝗖cie members to help out.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle 𝗖cie𝗽𝗵𝗵𝗵 is working for the bad guys?
Snitches. Pretending they
I
care.
wish I could answer that question, but
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here.
He probably realized you are
He's never done that
snitches.
before. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too.
You realized
Wouldn't
your
that make him
parents
a bad person?
also were involved in that, right?
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons.
That's just
Doesn't
cool.
mean they're necessarily all bad people.
This is a black market. This is so freaking cool. I mean, sure, if they were sold and purchased in a regular way, in a regular environment, right? But they are selling them at the black market. How could they possibly be legal?
Really? The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question. Yeah. Why would Uncle 𝗖cie𝗽𝗵𝗵𝗵
But
do
money.
something like that? How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss 𝗖𝗌 promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, Mick.
They are still planning to use the children against him.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable.
It's all
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure.
Toys for the children. I mean, I'm sure by the end of it, it's gonna have a normal explanation and all that, you know. But, bro, I still feel like everyone is acting
Nice.
like they're
like the
forgetting
rain.
to think or something.
Stop right there!
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead. These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law
Okay, so
enforcement
he was a
agencies?
snitch himself.
Thinking back on it now,
This is an
doesn't seem
entire
quite so
snitching
accidental
operation.
after all.
He was snitching on the people that he was working for, and then he left the children behind to snitch on him. Snitch on snitch action.
Almost like he led us here on purpose.
Snitch-ception.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. Search the area. Let's see.
Strange.
thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that with his technical background, I bet
How
he
did they manage to
bypass the
just
security
niche
features on the prototype.
multiple ballistas out of the
You're
expo?
saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession.
Oh,
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone.
That's a question for another time.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 does have a connection to our criminal gang.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to 𝗏𝗏, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, that would seem to be our last remaining...
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁, you certainly live up to your reputation. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. I'm just glad I no longer have to run.
Okay, so he has now... He found his conscience? What the...
It all started with a 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst. Could you spare some water? I'm a...
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At
So
least
he,
I can
what
rule out
was
the
the
bottom of a
taboo that
vulture's
he
stomach.
broke?
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off.
All I know is... weapons.
Weapons?
Oh, now they are paying attention.
Yeah, I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁 research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
Bro, could you explain how are you thinking that the essence of technology is weapons? I mean, it kind of is. Technology is always pushed forward because people are searching for more powerful weapons. But let's be honest. Didn't you see what that implied?
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from
I
drying up.
can't believe that the aemeaths are literally more chill than this guy.
Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. helps us avoid conflict with other bands of aemeaths. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water, we don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition.
Bro, what the
So, having somewhere to settle
It's
down...
like these guys have
is more-
I
reverse.
see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗵𝗵 scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean like...
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do.
All right then. And just like that, a 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗵 scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant, looking back now. I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then...
No, of course.
Those
They got attacked,
despicable
right?
people showed up, and it changed everything. Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of aemeaths after leaving us, but got kicked out.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that
You
easily.
all look so injured though.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough
This guy
to
is
sustain
too
more than
vegan.
one group of people. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁𝗵 being the kind-hearted man he always had been.
How exactly did such a guy survive in the
And
desert?
so normal life continued.
I mean, I guess he didn't.
Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, turning them into a weapon. Somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks.
What do you want?
I wanted the rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia. They don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. But what if you had access to the right funds and
How
materials?
exactly do they have fun?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of aemeaths are gonna shell out more left and right to get their hands on it.
You want to...
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough mora from these people to fund the research of your dream.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people
And
here.
it did.
These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this
What
any
the fuck?
longer.
What did you think they are gonna use the weapons for? You were literally the one that suggested at the beginning that they could use the weapons.
An accomplice?
So, you know.
Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So
I mean,
they
he's
die to
right.
a machine
Let's be
instead
honest.
of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
This is kind of right. At the end of the day, people are always gonna find some kind of weapon to just kill others. It's just how
Can't
it
you
goes.
sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Aeromites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there...
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway.
What was that? No. 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁.
Did they drop something? There is some blue light there.
How
they dropped
did
loot.
this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁 drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was
Damn,
only later
that's
that
cold.
I found out. This wasn't the first time 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 and his men had turned around and stabbed their
I
allies in the
mean,
back.
bro, there are like multiple people at fault here. This guy was way too kind. You don't survive like that in the freaking desert. You don't survive like that in freaking any place. Like, what the and then there was this guy. Bro, can you tell me how exactly did you think they were gonna use the weapons? Did you think they were just gonna let them rot in the desert? Like, come on.
I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I...
And that's why you always play some kind of fail-safe in all your weapons.
Despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children. And now, you know the full account of my crimes.
Yeah, you're a moron. To be honest, can you even... I mean, he feels guilty, but from a legal point of view, did he really do anything bad? I mean, he designed weapons that, by that logic, was Einstein like a mass murderer? Many probably would say yes, because he designed the weapon, knowing full well that there is only one way it could be used, but still, at the end of the day, it's the people that make the choice. It's like when somebody makes a knife, right? They are making a knife for cooking, but that could also be used to kill somebody. So it's like, should the blacksmith, or well, whatever they are called nowadays, be held accountable for that? I personally don't think so.
I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read too. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but back then, I failed.
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Nodcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. They're... Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick.
𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁.
Huh. They really spruced up. Like, look at them. I was thinking they're from Fontaine.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in too?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Is that for 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years. But it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After 𝗖cie𝗽𝗵𝗁 took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses.
I mean, for that kind of environment, that's kind of
Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
Not everyone, but I bet a good portion.
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the 𝗖cie Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
This is what happens. They end up getting in power.
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone?
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me.
What the? Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive.
Didn't they already fire?
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts.
When that,
Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
That's Nouvillette preside over it. If this was in real life, they'll probably get a fine and a slap on the wrist and get released for good behavior in like 6 months.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them.
Stubborn fool.
Look, bro, at the end of the day, they did not really kill anyone. They just sold weapons. life in prison is fine, I think, in this kind of situation. So of course I can't really talk about this, but as long as they don't like take advantage, like trying to instigate fights between tribes and so on, and then just sell stuff to them, I feel like it's fine, right? To just sell weapons to whoever needs them without getting involved in any other way, because they will get their weapons otherwise from anywhere else. Like they don't.
I don't
take
deserve
full,
them.
If you get what I mean.
I have to atone for the things I've done.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from 𝗖cie, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with.
And then they turn it into a weapon when they figured out how efficient it is when used like that. Like, come on.
Surely, it's choices like that which make 𝗖cie what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part.
If this is an allusion to China today, then it is a peaceful place for the most part, because they literally had a giant war compared to World War I and World War II, and one side ended up winning and just conquering all the others and uniting the entire land. So no, it was not because they made firecrackers. It was because they killed anyone that opposed and they united under a single count. That's how it goes every freaking time.
But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death.
And because they did not have gunpowder or advanced weaponry, they ended up in quite the bad spot.
Why I have to atone.
After that, to say the least.
Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks.
One day
They might
humanity
be
will
harmless
unite
fun
and
in
will
this
just
day and
be an
age,
entire
but they
planet
started out as
with
weapons
an
too.
entire single government under an entire banner. And for that to happen is gonna be the biggest war of all times. We might end up just destroying ourselves until that moment, you know, or even during that entire war, because obviously nukes will fly, most likely. But the point is, I don't see that ever happening in a peaceful way. Unless we evolve from being humans, we transcend humanity.
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts.
I mean, they did use them also as weapons, I think, but they are not that efficient.
Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead.
They don't try to glaze 𝗖cie though. They are just spitting facts. Okay, I like this.
It's people,
I was worried a bit
not
about
weapons,
it, but
that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
I was worried that they're just gonna full on take this opportunity to shield 𝗖cie, but no, you know what? I can get behind this. I am fully behind
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax.
They
Now
pretty
that we
much
have these guys in custody,
said the same thing that
I
I
think we can
said.
find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
Okay, I understand the concept. But how exactly are you gonna turn ballistas in children toy? Did this entire squad really need to arrive for just the guy? And the boats were just for aura farming.
Trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Oh, I guess they're gonna use them to shoot firecrackers. Did they really need to use the ballistas? I mean, they're still not children toys. Let's be real. They are used for entertainment, but they are definitely not children toys. Still. And to be honest, even fireworks, I don't think children should play with them. At least not without supervision. And I think even adults should be supervised. Because in my country, whenever there is some kind of celebration, people just throw the fireworks all over the place. Sometimes they end up just hitting other people with them.
Fire!
The accuracy of this thing is better than any modern device. Oh, that 𝗖cie. So cute. Bro, what kind of accuracy? I guess this is a magical word, right?
Huh? A fireworks show? Oh.
It's a 1-for-1. Somebody get that tech.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
That out of the loop situation. Face.
Where do we come?
No funny. I never imagined the 𝗖cie𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁 could be used for something so beautiful.
I feel like that was just such a load of BS. So the errors just happened to be loaded with fireworks, or what? Because gunpowder on gunpowder does not make that.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads.
I know I'm guilty, just not sure for the... I mean, bro, let's be honest. Researching weapons, not illegal. Giving the weapons to these guys and these guys ended up selling them. Again, not illegal. To be honest, if they did not happen to also sell the weapons illegally to like thieves and so on and so forth, I think they would also not get in trouble at all. If they just stick to selling the weapons between countries, I think they would have been just a legit business. And outside of that, I guess he is guilty of stealing the ballistas, and he is guilty of trying to kill these guys. Oh, come on. But that's kind of the situation.
As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive, considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
I don't know, bro. I feel like they would just escape or just be freed in a few years.
I guess you're right.
Interesting story. Kind of a, you know, real life take of it.
What do you think they did with 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 in the...
And to be honest, he tried attempted murder on some Fontainians at the end of the day. Okay, he's free. The law is for the dogs.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with...
I appreciate your flexibility. As for you...
Java snitches.
Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗆?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain...
Is that an official...
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁. He stays here, and in return...
I'm gonna say though,
damages for the
aren't these... If
fair?
this was real life, these three could file charges against him though. Because that's revenge killing. And I'm pretty sure that's against the law. You know? So like...
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly.
Uncle 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁, we...
They told us the whole story.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with...
But they did not
maybe
want
things
this
would have turned
weapon.
out differently, the way I see it. Your crime wasn't the weapons research itself.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
This girl.
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. I actually consider the desert my home too. So I was interested to learn who the real 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆 was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild.
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities
Dory.
end.
She smells
Maybe
business.
I'm flattered, really. Sure. We could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then?
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
I like that saying.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh?
I mean, she can hire a cave or whatever, an army of architects and build his hometown. Like what? Hometowns are built by paying money. What the?
I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself. Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Trade Expo.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself, and she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy. Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, None of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you 3 kids earned at the expo? I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed.
I can't believe she's actually taking money. She's still taking money.
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Pretty good story. I feel like many they kind of lost their mind many times. Like I feel like people did not think through many situations, but overall pretty good. And now, what are the anecdotes? Let's also finish them. It was not as long as I was expecting. I'm just gonna say. What is she looking for?
Watch out, y'all. Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey, you 3. What are you doing here?
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally, Rhea came to mediate between them.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare!
I just wanted to have a look. Guys, seriously! Here's the thing, Neb. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver.
My
designs
diver.
are toys too, actually.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
The kids in horror games, I swear. Did you see the new ZZZ kid character, the one with the nuke? Like, I mean, what's wrong with the children?
Duckle's concerned, that's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair.
Yeah, I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night.
Exactly. But what can I do? I'll never be able to afford one of your blueprints.
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade.
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Crunkaki Craft Shop.
Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Crunkaki Craft Shop.
She just gave the weapon to the children.
Who are you, and what have you done with 𝗖know?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me.
Did that really just happen? For a moment there, 𝗖know stopped being a little kid and acted like a
Would a
full-on
grown-up give a blueprint for a weapon to children to build?
Still.
Previous records indicate that 𝗖know has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
Empathy. I feel like that should not be legal. I might be a spoil sport. Where is Ruben and where is Dory? Are they still time gated or what? 𝗖lie and whatever Flins.
Traveler. 𝗖𝗵.
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to...
That sounds like something he'd say. Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, 𝗖𝗵 will let you in on some insider info.
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear. I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a 𝗏𝗏𝗖 officer who fought alongside them.
The Tui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it, whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once
She's
we're
not
dust on the
even
wind.
moving her lips.
The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know?
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flint.
Of course.
It's still not unlocked. There must be some kind of trigger. Do I need to wait, or what's the deal here? I did all the quests.
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived.
What a coincidence. So am I.
Wait, I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗵𝗁 in the New Tide anthology. The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. So when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name. And now, I finally get to meet you.
It's those idiots. Stirring up trouble again, huh?
So what I'm getting is that this guy's an imposter?
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row. So we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out. So imagine their anger when someone claiming to be one of ours snatched the expo rights again.
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, I knew it! Can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules.
I see.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Also, considering our smooth collaboration...
They want to beat him up.
This guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival factions. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. So look at...
So this guy has been responsible for more than one conflict so
Yahoda
far.
is starting to babysit everyone, huh? Oh, they are in order. Now I have Ruben's quest unlocked with Barca.
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
Barca? You're here for the expo too?
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes.
How can you even
And
tell
on
the
that note, I
difference?
should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take...
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Lieben? Oh, and Varga, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good, but not Mondstadt wine good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the
Oh, it's true.
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime.
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made some real profit.
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business
Okay, so now
opportunity
we
if
know
I've
the
ever seen
next target location.
With any
next,
luck,
time.
maybe I'll
Yeah,
have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there.
Okay, we unlocked another one. Diluc. Okay, it's gonna be
You
awkward.
came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a member of this expo, I'm protected by the Voynich Guild.
I know.
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you—
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand. But please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the Dawn Winery. No faction exists in 𝗏𝗏𝗏 that can impose their will on everyone else. In any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his soap.
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt.
You?
I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Imitations like these are no threat to our business.
Oh, just you watch. One day, my wine will leave the Dawn Winery in the dust!
I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes. That alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious competition.
I mean, that's not exactly true.
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the Curatorium of Secrets for some tea with me?
Hey there! It sounded like...
I'm a...
Oh, she was talking about us.
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share. At least there, I can...
I can't believe he went all the way from Mondstadt to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 because he heard some guy in a black market thingy is selling wine under the name of Mondstadian wine. This guy is dead. Oh, Chaska and...
𝗖𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗏. I've been
𝗖𝗍𝗆𝗆.
told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny 𝗖𝗍𝗍𝗆𝗏!
Chaska! 𝗖𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗏! What are you?
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 that someone was selling 𝗏𝗏𝗏 fragments at this expo. Pretty serious stuff. So I brought 𝗖𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗏 here to get...
Oh. Okay, well... Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 are not for sale. Wait a second. This is just a shard of a 𝗏𝗏𝗏 pillar. And its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So...
about 800,000 more apiece.
What?
Okay, she wants in the business.
Apparently, people outside of Natland don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars and start bragging that they found a 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 fragment. I didn't want to correct them, cause that way I could drum up the price.
Forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the expo's over.
And she wants
no
a share.
point making a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh, thank you, Granny 𝗖𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗏.
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over...
Oh, Alice and Nicole.
Hey, it's Alice and Nicole!
I mean, they did say that Dory made a deal with Alice.
Hello, traveler and pipe. Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out.
What sort of pricing method is that? Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage, kindness, or happiness from the buyer. The key is to make people realize they don't have to be rich. With an excellence of character, even the treasures of the Hexenzirkel are within your reach. Kind of like 𝗖𝗍𝗍𝗆𝗏𝗏 guiding intrepid adventurers through various tribulations until they claim their prize.
That's her silly
Such
part
fun,
talking.
wouldn't you say? Not for me. We didn't sell much Hexenzirkel gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samara's specialties just to break even. Wait, you're actually losing money, Dory? You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people? I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a head for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun little experiment. To make it up to you, all the revenue from our merchandise is yours to keep, Dory.
Oh, they don't call you a great mage for nothing, Miss Alice.
Oh, the last one. Yahoda and... okay.
It's almost time for the expo to end. Finally got time to relax, huh? Yeah, thanks to you.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Same here. Yoda, you just jinxed it.
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and... no dice.
The same thing happened to me. Goods first, pay later? That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse can be used as collateral.
The buyer did have guild-supplied certification.
In that case, he's one of you.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but...
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. And nope. Wait,
how did they manage to scam Dory?
Wasn't the same person?
Miss Yehoda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back, and we haven't heard from him.
What? Why would he do that?
He wanted to use the morrow we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return for looking out
Didn't
for
you
us.
make nothing because you gave all the money to Dory to purchase that oasis?
Gods, this kid! Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all that stuff.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay, let's not panic.
Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other exhibitors.
These children were problems from the very beginning.
Oh, this isn't your fault.
It kind of is.
Should we rescue Ati first? But not Christ you. Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on. You promised, Boss Neff.
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right.
Clank, clank, crisis control switch activate. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
The army. Isn't anyone concerned that she has an army of bots awaiting orders?
Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Notcry. But it won't last long. In that case, let's get the stolen goods back for...
All units, advance to rescue Ati.
Miss...
Orders received. Orders received.
Advance.
Orders
Exterminate.
received.
Exterminate.
Ati! You're all right!
Sorry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people who took you.
They stole my expo certificate.
Let's just focus on one thing at a time.
Inventory complete. All goods have been retrieved.
See? Told ya. With the Clink Clank crisis control switch, there's no problem in Notcry you can't handle. With so many bots around, we didn't have to choose between the rescue and getting the goods back. We were able to do both.
I know.
These kids call me boss. And as their boss, it's my job to protect them.
Thanks, boss.
I know who's a great person to have on your side, huh?
To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation first. Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
Poor Yahoda, but we get her to do more work because now we can we redeem her? Actually, I did not get enough popularity because I did not do the expo attractions, but yeah, let's do one of these things. I want to see if it's got upgraded or not. If there are new things to make. I like this tower defense mode the most. We do it one time and then I think we're just gonna call it for today. Because tomorrow we need to do the new Matrix in the Wuthering Waves and more Neverness to Everness and Romea in ZZZ.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready. Lynae has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%. Data obtained exceeds expectations.
We have more than enough energy now. We can just replace all the bots with actual double damage ones.
Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Easy. Nice. Just gonna do all of these while off stream. I'm just gonna claim the Yahoda after. But yeah, this was a pretty late and short stream, but I had things to do. But no worries. Tomorrow, or well, technically today, we are gonna be early. And we are gonna do some ZZ story with 𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗵 because damn, she is the design is something, you know. And after that we are gonna do some Wuthering Waves, the new Matrix. We are gonna defeat it. That's actually gonna be a little later, so yeah. And then we are gonna do some more Neverness to Everness. So thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Good luck with your pulse and bye.